welcome back. So, the weirdest thing just happened to me. Well, it wasn't exactly today. It was, I believe, yesterday night. So, I see somebody that I normally see all the time, right? And me being a gentleman, I like to, talk to people, especially women. And I like to be nice to them because I like to be treated nice too. And I was once told, to get respect, you give respect, you know. So I figure if I want people to talk to me and be nice to me just cause, I'm gonna have to be nice to them just cause. So as I you know, being a single man, you flirt every now and again. You tell them they look good, whatever, you know. Even some, you go to the length of actually trying to pull the trigger and be like, yo, I think will be a good little vibe for a little bit. You might make it into something, you know. And then they reject you, you know. And as a real gentleman and a person that actually likes to be nice to women, not only to flirt with you, but genuinely to be nice to, you learn how to separate that and you go, oh, she doesn't like me. And now that I know she doesn't like me, now I can go back to that friend zone, flirty, every time I see you, try to make you smile or ask you regular questions, because it's a lonely world out here. And for women that, I don't need no man, I feel you. You still need to hear jokes and told that you look good and shit, because when men actually get that vibe of you don't need us no more and we stop talking to yous really realize in the end that, yeah, I do need a man, even if it's just to acknowledge my existence. And for a while, I didn't really, run into anybody with that. Or maybe I have and just don't notice, because I am the most terrible man when it comes to picking up flirtation from women. A woman can flirt right in my face and I'm so stupid in friend mode that I won't even notice. Oh, when I was younger, I caught on to, most men, we catch on to this. You say no, but it's because you want me to keep trying hard. You want me to show that little extra dedication because, I don't know, you work in a store, so you get hit on every fucking day and no one's consistent, you know? They're not consistent enough. So, I forgot what happened between us, but maybe it's just me because I've been on super focus mode. Go to work, get my life back together after all this adventure of fucking bullshit and all this dumb shit happening to me. I'm trying to get back healthy and start working out again, fucking just breathing and sleeping and just getting back on my routine. And for me to do that, I ignore everyone in the world. Everyone becomes an NPC then. No more giving my energy and saying hi and you look good and dirt dirt dirt. Like, I go to work like this now. And when I say there's more people that actually genuinely miss my kindness than that don't, because when they see me after a week of dodging everybody or just not even paying attention because I'm actually just working. It's not that I'm ignoring you. I'm focused. I need to be the best at anything I do, even if I'm not going to be the best. I need to fucking try. And since I'm in competition with myself, that means every day I'm trying to beat myself from yesterday. You know? So, I see her the other day, and she goes, I'm all happy and shit. I forgot why, but I was just happy. And, I looked at her. Didn't speak to her, just looked at her with my nice doughy eyes and, hey, what's good? Because I was happy. And she said, oh, now you'll talk to me? And I said, huh? I literally gave the, what? And I was like, what you mean? She's like, She said, I never understand you. One day you mad, the next day you happy. One day you mad, the next day you're happy. You so hard to understand. And I said, nah, no, I'm not. I said, when I'm mad, I'm not mad at you. When you see me angry and I don't speak to you, it's because someone else caused me anger. And even if I'm not talking like about you, when I get angry, you can feel it, especially if I start talking to you. If I do my normal flirty or just talking, it's gonna be anger. It's not gonna be what I normally do because my vibe is off. So instead of pushing out negative vibes on other people, like other people are so used to doing, people love dumping their trauma on other people. Love dumping your bad energy on other people. Me, I don't like to do that because I know it's real. So when I'm in my mode, my little anger mode or whatever the fuck you want to call it, I like to stay away from people and express that anger and get it out and dissipate it so I can, And the way she said it though, I said, "Oh, you be noticing." She said, "Yeah, the other day, like a couple weeks ago, everything was cool, and now when you come in here, you don't even look at me. You don't say hi to me no more." And I said, "Oh, you care? Oh, you care if I say hi to you?" And it was so hilarious. I said, only time I see you is in here. I said, a lot of times I come to get coffee sometimes. I don't need to get coffee here. She said, "What are you talking about?" I said, "The other day when you see me coming here, didn't I have a cup in my hand?" She said, "Yeah, that's strange. I see you do that every now and again." I said, "When you see me with the cup in my hand, it's because it's creamer. It's the good shit, hazelnut good creamer. And you don't have that. And that's understandable. So I bring my own because I have coffee at home. But it's instant coffee. It's not the real stuff, the strong stuff. So every now and again, I want to see her because I know how I make her feel. And I know how she makes me feel when, we're talking and she's smiling and all these things. And I told her, I said, "You really think I really have to come get coffee?" I said, "You miss me because I don't come get coffee no more, so I don't see you and say hi and da da da." I said, "I come here just so I can see you again. So why do you think I keep coming in here 4 in the morning, 5 in the morning, 3 in the morning? I don't have to. I could just make coffee at home." I do it because one, I want strong coffee. We're not gonna lie to you. And then two, I want to see you. I know you're gonna smile at me. I know if I have a problem, I could just bring it up real quick, and you'll talk about it real quick. So I said, but when I gave you my number and you never called me, I just took it as my friendship with you is not legit. It's a when we see each other, it's a passing by friendship, and I like those friendships because I have certain routines. So it's always good to build those routines. So when you go somewhere, you got a ace in the hole over there. Like, I'm feeling a little down today. Let me go get a coffee. Maybe my friend's there. They'll just agree with me for no reason. Everybody's an asshole, except us two. Everybody else is shit. you know. And it made me realize I was like, yo, bro, I'm glad you figured out this is what God made you, and I'm glad you gained control over who you're gonna give it to. You know, I'm glad that you learned it doesn't matter the way you look; it matters how you act. Because she's one of the women that I ask these certain rare questions. Because I see a lot of average men hit on her, and it's pathetic. Same goofy ass nigga shit every time. Either I have a lot of money because I'm a construction worker type, so I'm gonna come in wearing my work boots and my work clothes, and I'm gonna whip out my big ass not worth the money, and I'm gonna flirt with her and blah, blah. You can just see in her eyes she doesn't like that shit. But if you're a cute guy, I guess, and you know, know how to talk instead of just the same goofy shit. Because when you're a woman stuck in place, you know what I mean, you're going to get flirted with, and a lot of men just say the same shit over and over and over and over. And I always looked at her like, because she tells me about herself, and I'm like, why don't you just get one of these dudes and solve some of that financial problems? Plus, I know you know, don't want to be alone. You know, she's not one of those. I'm gonna stay alone. I won't. Well, she'll stay alone, obviously, but you know, when women say, I'd rather just wait for a good man, the right man, than just keep playing around and trying men out. I understand why they say that shit. I used to be like, get the fuck out of here. You're right. You ain't doing that. But no, I really can see that it really is true for some women where they're like, nah, I give up. But you give up, you semi halfway give up, but then you don't even know what a good man is. So when a good man finally does come to you, he just flirting like the rest of these niggas. Except that good nigga doesn't say what they say, and he does other things. Plus, when he's not around, you feel something, and you have to let him know. You better stop acting like that, nigga. You better come over here and give me my highs and my buys and super me up. They don't say it like that, but yeah, that's what they mean.